Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So, I have been coaching for several years now. And coaching, I mean life coaching. I've been helping adults step out of patterns and paradigms and old belief systems and into their greatness. Okay. As adults, we are wiser, we know better, but a lot of times our mind is so practiced, it's not as flexible as it once was, right? And we have a lot of practiced ways of being that overtake, and we find ourselves setting goals and falling right back into that habit, setting the goal again and over again. I know you would know what I'm talking about. Certain areas of life we're doing great in, and other areas we're not doing so great in. Okay, and we've got belief systems and habits that don't serve us, and we don't know how to quite let them go. I had a belief system. I had actually a checklist of success. Something society told me, and it was get a great job, a husband, cars, houses, and all of that. And I did just that. Went to school, got my accounting degree. I went and got my CPA. I got married to the love of my life. I had houses, I had cars, I had kids, and on and on. And all of a sudden, I started waking up, and I thought I was successful, but I did not feel so inside. So about 10 years of my life went by that way, where I struggled with this part. And anytime I ask anybody, it was like, oh, it's just a part of life. So, I went and I ended up making more money. I said, I'm going to buy a bigger house, a bigger car. That well never got filled. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to go, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to learn how to accept life. Okay. And that's what's going to do it. And I'm going to go to counseling and therapy and on and on. Things did not get better for me. So it wasn't until one day, it was 5 years ago, I was working at a public tax firm, and it was the week of April 15th, a week and a day that accountants really pride themselves on. And here I was sitting in my office, and all of a sudden I started having an anxiety attack. I didn't even know what to call it at that time. I couldn't breathe. I tried to meditate. I tried to catch my breath. Nothing worked. So I finally got enough courage. I went into the partner's office, and I was shocked at what came out of my mouth. All I could spit out was, "Fire me." And she said, "Karen, I'm not firing you. Why don't you go home, take some time off, and come back whenever you're ready?" So I went straight to the doctor's office, and of course I got put on anti-anxiety medication. I went home, I went into my bedroom, shut the door behind me, and I lost it. And it was the worst feeling ever, but I'm going to say it was the best thing that could ever have happened to me. Before that, people had shared with me that, oh, or I had heard that, oh, I surrendered and my life changed. And I used to think, what is this surrender? And, to me, it felt like throwing in the white flag and giving up and really passive. So I didn't understand it. So that day I really understood what surrender meant, because that day I surrendered to this greater part of me. You can call it God, life, universe, mental faculties, or whatever. But I knew as soon as I said, I'm done, okay? I don't care about any titles. I don't care about the money. I don't care. I forgot about who I was. And right away, and I made a commitment to say, I will listen. I promise I'm real. I will listen. I'm done. And right away, something amazing happened. My body went into an amazing peace. Time stood still. And I knew that there was this greater version of me that was trying to get my attention. And I kid you not, the next 2 weeks, I stayed receptive. Okay, that's what I call it, the zone of receptivity now, where people started coming into my life. There was just solid evidence of what I needed to be doing. Things started shifting around for me. And I knew that day that I surrendered, something was going to happen, because my commitment was firm. I was not going to falter, and I was going to pay attention. So I knew life had to do something for me, because I was not about to get in its way. So after that, I went and I got my life mastery certification. I started coaching, and I started to wake up with a vigor for life, a joy for life. And I absolutely can tell you I love my life. So the reason for this video is that it's been 6 months now, and I've not been able to coach because I've got so much other stuff going on. So I'm going to be putting out videos, and I'm going to be sharing what I know, what I've learned through God, everybody, Napoleon Hill, Carnegie, Emerson, Dyer, Joe Dispenza, my mentor, Mary Morrissey. I want to share everything that I've learned in hopes to give you some tools and some knowledge on basically reflecting back to you your greatness. Mary Morrissey got me to ponder something, and I want you to ponder that, is that, look at yourself, okay? look at who you are, your thumbprint, your DNA, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way that you move around in the world is so unique to who you are. There is no other human being in the universe like you. So could there be a reason for this? Well, I'm going to tell you there is an absolute reason for this. Life has created you because it wants to experience, do, be, become, through you that it wants to get through you something it cannot through any other human being on the planet. And once you start to honor that, you'll start to step into your authenticity. And I know a lot of people wake up and we're waking up depressed or empty, or you just don't know what it is, but something is missing. That is the part of you, that greater part of you talking to you to say, listen. So I'm going to share videos on how to help you guys step into receptivity, how to ponder and stay in that zone and discover what it is that you'd love to be doing, what kind of life you would absolutely love. And so ponder that, if you will. Until then, tune into my videos. If you have any comments, please inbox me. And if it appeals to you, that's great. If it doesn't resonate with you, what I share, no hard feelings. Lots of love to every single one of you and to your greatness.